happening, HC Nation? Zach Edwards here with another Minisode Monday. No, Tutorial Tuesday. Could it be Whatever Wednesday? Or a Sneaky Thursday? You know what? You never really know. Because these ones are fillers. Basically what's happening right now is I'm probably at a convention and I wanted to make sure that you have some material, some content, so you can enjoy Historical Conquest while I'm busy with conventions and other things. It doesn't happen forever. Actually, the months that it really happens is between, let's see, March and August. So all those months in between, I'm usually going to conventions. Now, here's the thing. We're actually working on a project with the Department of Education to create a game. That's right. They're helping fund a game with history. And so we are hopefully having that the grant worked on right now. And if they do, I won't be going to there. But what I will be doing is I will be spending a lot of time working on that project. I actually have to spend, I think it's like 30 hours a week. Out of my 40-hour week, which I don't actually work 40 hours. I usually work like 80 hours. Let's keep that on the down low. Anyways, we're going to do another Simeon question. That's right. Simeon has another question for us. Simeon, here we go. Let's try this one. It says, "Hi, Simeon again. This time, I've only got 3 questions." That's great, because not last time. One of the last times, he had like 11 questions. I think it was about that. 10 or 11, something like that. So let's see if we can get his 10 questions his 3 questions in within, let's see, 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. We're at 1 minute, 47 seconds already. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, number 1, say, in a 3-player game, all players are at negative 1900, which means they're 100 away from losing the game. Because if you go negative 2,000 points, you lose automatically. They also have 1 land and 1 character on it. Okay, they all have 1 land and 1 character. I don't know what kind of situation this is. Seems a little scary. Sketchy at best. Okay, my land has Pablo Picasso. On my turn, everyone plays 1.0 Mount Vesuvius. Oh, great. Okay, Mount Vesuvius 1.0. Okay, you're gonna have to remind me because I actually have no copies of this card. Really? Yeah, I gave away all the copies. This is the whole China fiasco. This is why I don't like the fact that I had to use China for printing. But they sent over fake goods, American goods. And because of that, the U.S. Customs caught a hold of it, sent it all back to China, but it took them like a month to do. Sent it back to China. They sat on it for another month, and then they burned the whole thing. Everything was destroyed, including our decks of cards, which were legitimate. I will say that. And our printer had to reprint them. But before that time, they actually, because ours weren't arriving, they made extra copies. They printed a whole bunch and sent it over to us so that we could sell during that time that we were waiting for those decks to arrive. A very good printer. We very much honor those printers that we have because we still have them 7 years later. But, so there's this huge fiasco. And during that time, we actually took out the Mount Vesuvius card from the Mount Vesuvius deck and we changed the abilities. People are irate. They hated that we changed it because they wanted that 1 card. I don't have a copy of it. So I went back to why I was talking about this story, giving this story. I don't have a copy of it. So he doesn't give an explanation here. So if you want to say stumping, yeah, I stumped because I don't have a copy of it. But it says this. Every player plays 1.0 Mount Vesuvius, which basically wipes out the land. Completely wipes out. Now remember, they can't all play at the same time because it's not their turns. And if it's an interrupt, then if one person plays the interrupt, and then you play an interrupt, and another person plays the interrupt, then let's see. The 3rd player plays it on the second player, destroys that land, because that's the first interrupt that works. But then the second person's interrupt still goes into play, even though his cards were demolished and he went out of play, plays on the 1st player, and they're demolished. So, reason only comes to the fact that number 3 still lives. He's the last one to survive, so he ultimately wins the game, even though ultimately he will be destroyed. But let's just keep going. Let's see. On each other clockwise. Me to play B, B to C, and C to me. Like Logan's question, This is, Logan did this last time, or a similar one. I'm assuming that A destroys B and C destroys me, but what about my Picasso? Does he get morale before or after I've been eliminated? Oh, that's so good. Simeon, great job. I think, and I'm going to do official ruling on this, unless you guys can come up with another reason, official ruling is that yes, because as soon as that country is destroyed, even an interrupt, it's part of the interrupt function. Pablo Picasso gets sent to the discard, he automatically gives that land a certain amount of points when he dies. So when you send over there, send the discard, he automatically gives that land the winning number of morale. So yes, Simeon, you would win, but it still continues. But what about Picasso? Does he get morale before or after I've been eliminated? I would say before. That's the question. There's the answer. Okay, number 2. We have like a minute left. Let's say I have Marie Curie out on my turn when suddenly my opponent plays Geronimo. Since it's my turn, I can use Marie's power, but where does the killed card go? Killed card. You didn't mention killed card. So Geronimo takes out a person. I'll tell you that one. Have any comments or questions? Add them to the comments below. Marie Curie is a scientist. So let's go back to the scientists.
We'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.
Now we're at the musicians. We're at the philosophers. We're at the politicians. Scientists. Marie Curie. Marie Curie. Marie Curie. Marie Curie. Okay. Choice once. Retrieve one person character card from the discard pile, or prevent one person character card from being discarded. Now remember ownership. Ownership. You have to own the card if you're going to save them from the discard pile. You can't just save your opponent's card. Okay. So in this question, it says, let's say that I have Marie Curie out on my turn when suddenly my opponent plays Geronimo. Since it's my turn, I can use Marie's power, yes, but where does the killed card go? Okay, so Geronimo kills a card. Who? I don't know. Opponent plays Geronimo. I'm guessing on Marie Curie. So if Geronimo plays it on Marie Curie, she can't save herself. But so if he plays it on someone else, that card, say it's on Marie Curie's side, that card's going to the discard pile. Marie Curie saves him and brings him back. But where does the killed card go? Oh, so which land does it go? I'd say it'd go in Marie Curie's land because she's saving it for that place. It does not actually say. That card does not say. I'll show. Yeah. So prevent one person character card from being discarded. Oh, actually, it would stay in the same land that it came from. So it basically gives it an extra life. Because it doesn't say to transport at all. It just says it saves it from the discard, meaning it doesn't go to the discard, which means the abilities that it loses do not get to be reused because it did not go into the discard and get pulled out. It was prevented from the discard taking it. Or she could retrieve one person, or one person's character card from the discard pile. So if she retrieves it, the abilities get reset, which is a great way of doing it. So you have that choice. You get the abilities come back. I hope that answers your question. Okay, we're going to move to number 3. If I attack an opponent with the 1.0 Mongolian Army and then play Soviet invasion of Manchuria, who wins the battle? Okay, Mongolian Army. Going into this is the encyclopedia of everything historical conquest, meaning all the cards that we created in the 1.0 set. So in 1.0, we go back to the Mongolian Army. Oh, no. Wait a second. Yeah, there it is. Mongolian Army. Mongolian Army wins its first attack on any land, beating any other card with the same type of ability. Okay, then it goes against the battle. Soviet invasion, which is an event. Soviet invasion. The Soviet invasion. Where is that card? Soviet invasion. I don't have a Soviet invasion. What? Manchuria. Oh, there it is. Soviet invasion of Manchuria. Interrupt. The Soviet automatically wins its first attack or defense. This card supersedes any other card's attack automatic win. Okay, but at the same time, what was it? Mongolian Army 1.0. Hey, wait a second. I think I was looking at the wrong side. Okay, Mongolian Army 1.0. Where are you? Now we got to read the Mongolian Army 1.0. Mongolian Army wins their first attack on any land, beating any other card with the same type of ability. Okay, you know what that means? It means a draw, which means nobody gets to win. If they both win, then it's a draw, which means they both get the same amount of points. They both win in the attack. It means no effects happen. So, who supersedes? Doesn't matter. There is no superseding. There's no need for it. So in this one, who wins the battle? Neither of them. Nothing happens. It's an attack. It happened. There's no negative effects because no one won. No one really won because they both won. So no one won over each other. So hopefully that answers it. There is a part, we've talked about this before, there is what's called a draw, which basically means both sides win and no negative effects that take effect. So, Simeon, for that question, there you go. Thanks everyone for joining us. It was not within 5 minutes. It was actually within 10 minutes as of right now. So, I'm going to let you guys go. It was been a long video. I appreciate you guys staying around and checking this out. If you have questions or comments, please put them in the comments below and we'll get to them. I reply to all of them and we will reply to more Stump the Creators as we go. I love these ones that are combos. So keep them coming. Thanks so much.